stop for a moment and listen to me, because this message did not reach you by accident. Before you scroll away, before your mind returns to the worries of today, before the noise of the world becomes louder than the voice speaking to your heart, I want you to become still and hear these words. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have heard every whisper you released when no one else was around. I have seen the tears that touched your pillow. I have seen the moments when you looked strong in front of everyone but felt tired inside. I have seen the nights when you asked questions without receiving immediate answers. I have seen the moments when your heart said, "How much longer can I keep going?" And I want you to know this today. Not one prayer was ignored. Not one tear was unnoticed. Not one moment of faith was forgotten. There were times when you thought silence meant nothing was happening, but I was working in places your eyes could not see. There were moments when you wondered if your prayers reached me, but I was already holding the things you were worried about. My child, I know the words you never spoke. I know the pain you hide behind your smile. I know the dreams you keep inside because you are afraid to tell others. I know the battles that happen inside your mind when everyone thinks you are fine. You do not need to pretend with me. You do not need to hide the broken pieces. You do not need to act like everything is perfect before coming closer. Bring me your tired heart. Bring me your questions. Bring me your fears. Bring me the things you cannot explain. Because I already know everything about you, and I still love you. People may only see what you show them. They may see your achievements. They may see your responsibilities. They may see your smile. But I see deeper. I see the strength it took for you to keep standing. I see the courage it took for you to continue after disappointment. I see the faith it took for you to pray again after waiting for so long. Never believe that your quiet moments do not matter. Some of the strongest faith grows in hidden places. A seed grows beneath the ground before anyone sees the beauty above. A tree builds its roots in darkness before it stands tall in the sunlight. And in the same way, I have been building something inside you during seasons that nobody else understood. You thought you were only waiting, but you were growing. You thought nothing was changing, but your heart was becoming stronger. You thought you were forgotten, but I was preparing you. Every season has meaning when you place it into my hands, even the seasons that hurt, even the seasons that confused you, even the seasons when you wondered why the road was so difficult. I can bring wisdom from your struggles. I can bring compassion from your pain. I can bring strength from the places where you once felt weak. Nothing is wasted. The prayers you prayed years ago were not lost. The kindness you showed others was not forgotten. The sacrifices you made when nobody thanked you were still seen. I know sometimes you ask why things happened differently than you expected. You prayed for certain doors to open. You prayed for certain situations to change. You prayed for certain people to stay. But sometimes what you see as a closed door is protection. Sometimes what feels like a delay is preparation. Sometimes what feels like losing something is making room for growth you cannot see yet. Trust me beyond what your eyes understand. Your view is limited to today. I see the entire journey. You see one chapter. I know the whole story. Do not let one difficult chapter convince you that the ending cannot be beautiful. Your story is still being written. Your life is still moving. Your purpose is still alive. Today, I want you to release the weight you have carried for too long. Release the fear that you are behind. Release the thought that your prayers have been forgotten. Release the belief that you must figure everything out alone. You are not alone. You have never been alone. I was with you in the moments when you felt invisible. I was with you when your heart was breaking. I was with you when you had no words left. I was with you when you simply sat in silence, hoping things would become better. And I am still with you now. Take a deep breath. Let peace enter the places where worry has been living. Let hope return to the places where disappointment tried to stay. Let faith rise again, because your current situation is not the final answer. Your pain is not the final chapter. Your waiting is not without purpose. There are things being prepared that you cannot see yet. There are lessons being formed. There is strength growing inside you. There is wisdom developing through everything you have experienced. So today, walk differently. Do not walk like someone abandoned. Walk like someone guided. Do not speak like someone defeated. Speak like someone who still believes. Do not look at your future through fear. Look forward with faith. Every morning you wake up is another reminder that your journey continues. There is still love to give. There is still kindness to share. There is still purpose inside you. Never underestimate what I can do through a willing heart. If this message is touching your heart, and you believe that I have heard every silent prayer you prayed, type, Amen, I trust you. As a declaration of your faith, let those words remind your soul that your prayers were never forgotten. Stay with this message until the end, because there are still words of healing, peace, and encouragement that I want to speak into the deepest places of your heart. There are things your soul needs to hear. There are reminders that will help you walk with more strength, patience, and trust. And if these words bring comfort, hope, and peace into your life, take a moment to like this message, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need encouragement today. Someone around you may be silently praying for a message like this. And if you feel happy with my words and want to help this message continue reaching hearts around the world, you can support this ministry through the link given below. Your kindness helps spread faith, hope, and encouragement to people who need to remember that they are never alone. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the prayer you almost stopped praying. The prayer that became quieter because waiting became difficult. The prayer you carried in your heart for days, months, or even years. The prayer you whispered when nobody was watching. The prayer you repeated while wondering if anything was changing. I heard it the first time. I heard it when your voice was strong. I heard it when your voice was shaking. I heard it when you had no words left and only tears remained. Never believe that silence means I am not listening. Never believe that waiting means I have walked away. Sometimes the greatest work happens in the moments when everything appears still. A seed beneath the ground does not see the sunlight, but growth is happening. A foundation beneath a building is hidden, but it is carrying everything that will rise. In the same way, there are things happening in your life that your eyes cannot see yet. My child, I know waiting has tested your heart. I know you have looked around and wondered why some people seem to move forward while you feel like you are standing in the same place. I know comparison has tried to steal your peace, but your journey was never meant to be a copy of someone else's. Your timing is not their timing. Your path is not their path. Your purpose is not their purpose. Do not measure your blessings by another person's season. You only see what they show. You do not see their private battles. You do not see their hidden struggles. You do not see the lessons they had to learn. Focus on the road. I am walking with you. Focus on the growth happening inside your own heart. Because while you have been asking me to change things around you, I have also been strengthening things within you. I have been teaching you patience. I have been growing wisdom. I have been showing you how to trust beyond what you can understand. And one day you will look back and realize that the season you wanted to escape was the season that prepared you. Do not hate the process. Do not reject the lessons. Do not think your current chapter has no purpose simply because it is difficult. Some of the most beautiful transformations begin in uncomfortable places. Look at everything you have already survived. Remember the days you thought you could not continue. Remember the problems that felt too heavy. Remember the moments when your heart was tired. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still moving forward. That is not an accident. You were being carried through moments you thought would break you. You were being strengthened in places you thought were only painful. You were growing even when you felt weak. So today, stop calling yourself defeated. Stop telling yourself that nothing is happening. Stop speaking hopeless words over a future that is still unfolding. Your words matter. Your thoughts matter. The way you see your journey matters. Speak with faith. Walk with hope. Live with the understanding that your story is not finished. There are still pages you have not read. There are still moments you have not experienced. There are still reasons ahead that will remind you why you continued. But while you wait, do not forget to live. Many people spend their entire lives waiting for one thing to change, and they miss the blessings already around them. Do not place your peace on hold. Do not place your gratitude on hold. Do not place your joy on hold. Receive the gifts that exist in this moment. Notice the small blessings. Notice the people who care about you. Notice the strength that has carried you this far. Gratitude opens your eyes to what worry tries to hide. And I want your heart to see clearly. I want you to understand that even in imperfect seasons, there is still goodness. Even during waiting, there is still growth. Even during uncertainty, there is still guidance. You do not need every answer today. You do not need to understand the entire path. You only need to take the next step with faith. When tomorrow arrives, I will give you strength for tomorrow. When the next door opens, I will give you wisdom for that moment. Stop trying to carry every future responsibility today. That weight was never meant for you. Release it. Let your heart rest. Let your mind find peace. The same love that carried you yesterday is still holding you today. Sometimes you think that because you feel tired, you are failing. But being tired does not mean you are weak. Even strong hearts need renewal. Even faithful people need encouragement. Even those who help others need moments where they receive. Allow yourself to receive peace. Allow yourself to receive comfort. Allow yourself to begin again. You do not have to earn my love through perfection. You do not have to hide your struggles. You do not have to pretend that every day is easy. I know you completely, and I still call you loved. Today, forgive yourself for the moments you wish you handled differently. Learn from yesterday, but do not live there. Your past can teach you, but it should not imprison you. Take the wisdom, release the weight, move forward. There is still purpose inside you. There are gifts that need to be shared. There is kindness that only you can give. There are people who will be encouraged because of what you have overcome. Never believe your story has no value. The very thing you survive may become the encouragement someone else needs. Your healing can bring hope. Your wisdom can bring direction. Your compassion can remind someone they are not alone. Keep your heart open. Keep choosing love. Keep believing that something beautiful can still grow. Because I have seen every silent prayer you prayed. I have seen the faith behind those prayers. I have seen the hope that remained even when you were tired. And I am telling you now, keep trusting, keep walking, keep your heart close to me. If these words are giving strength to your soul today, type "I still believe" as a declaration that your faith is alive. Let those words remind your heart that waiting does not mean forgotten. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of healing, direction, and encouragement that I want to speak into your life. Your prayers have been heard. Your tears have been seen. Your journey still has meaning, and I am still walking with you. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been wondering if the tears you cried had any meaning. I saw every single one. I saw the tears that came when you were alone. I saw the tears you quickly wiped away because you did not want anyone to know how deeply something affected you. I saw the moments when your heart was overwhelmed, but you still chose to keep going. I saw the prayers that were not made with perfect words, but came from a sincere heart. You thought some moments were too small for me to notice, but nothing about you is too small for me. I know the details of your life. I know the concerns you carry. I know the thoughts that visit your mind before you sleep. I know the hopes you still hold quietly. And I know the places inside you that are still waiting for healing. My child, you do not have to hide your pain from me. You do not have to pretend that everything is fine. You do not have to cover the places that still feel broken. Bring everything to me. Bring the memories that hurt. Bring the questions you cannot answer. Bring the fears you have never told anyone. Because I do not turn away from your broken places. I bring peace into them. I bring strength into them. I bring light into the areas where darkness tried to stay. There were times when you wondered why certain things happened. There were times when you asked why some people left your life. There were times when you questioned why something you prayed for did not happen the way you imagined. But remember this, you only saw one moment. I saw the entire journey. You saw the closed door. I saw what was behind it. You saw what you lost. I saw what needed to be protected. Sometimes the things you cried over were the things I was using to guide you toward growth. Sometimes the situations you did not understand were preparing your heart for greater wisdom. Sometimes the delays that frustrated you were developing patience and strength inside you. Trust me with the unanswered questions. Trust me with the chapters that still do not make sense. Trust me with the things you cannot control. Because I have never stopped working in your life, even in silence, even in waiting, even in uncertainty. I was there. When you felt alone, I was near. When you felt weak, I was carrying you. When you felt forgotten, I still knew exactly where you were. Never allow one difficult season to convince you that your entire story is difficult. Storms come, but storms also pass. Night comes, but morning follows. Tears come, but healing begins. Your current situation is not your final destination. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. There is more ahead than what you see right now. There are moments of peace you have not experienced yet. There are answers that will make sense later. There are blessings hidden inside lessons you are learning today. But while you wait, protect your heart. Do not let disappointment make you bitter. Do not let pain remove your kindness. Do not let what happened yesterday steal the beauty of today. Your heart has been through battles, but it is still capable of love. Your spirit has faced storms, but it is still carrying hope. Your journey has included challenges, but it is still filled with purpose. Look at how far you have already come. Look at the strength you gained. Look at the wisdom you now carry. Look at the compassion that grew because you understand what struggle feels like. Nothing has been wasted. The difficult roads taught you. The painful moments shaped you. The waiting season strengthened you. And now you can use what you learned to bring hope to others. Someone needs the encouragement that your story carries. Someone needs to know that they can continue because they see that you continued. Someone needs the kindness that came from your healing. Never think your life does not matter. Every word you speak matters. Every act of love matters. Every moment you choose faith matters, even when nobody notices. I notice. I see the small choices. I see the quiet victories. I see the moments when you choose patience instead of anger. I see the moments when you forgive instead of holding bitterness. I see the moments when you choose hope even though fear tries to speak. Those moments are shaping you. They are creating a stronger heart. They are building a deeper faith. So today, release the thoughts that tell you nothing is changing. Growth is happening. Healing is happening. Strength is rising. Sometimes transformation is so quiet that you do not recognize it until you look back. One day you will see how much you changed. One day you will understand why you had to keep walking. One day you will realize that even the hardest chapters were not the end of your story. So keep your eyes forward. Do not return to the places that broke your peace. Do not keep reopening wounds that are trying to heal. Do not keep carrying what I am asking you to release. Forgive, breathe, move forward. Forgiveness does not mean the pain was acceptable. It means you are choosing freedom. You are choosing not to let yesterday control tomorrow. You are choosing peace over the weight of the past. And remember to forgive yourself too. Stop replaying old mistakes. Stop speaking harsh words over your own life. Learn, grow, become better. But do not stay trapped and regret. You are still becoming. Your story is still unfolding. Your life still carries meaning. Today, I want you to stand with renewed faith. Not because every question has been answered, not because every problem has disappeared, but because you remember that you are not facing anything alone. If these words are touching your heart today, and you believe that every silent prayer has been heard, type "My faith is alive" as a declaration of trust. Let those words remind your soul that your tears were seen and your journey still has purpose. Continue listening until the end, because there are still words of comfort, guidance, and strength that I want to place inside your heart. Do not leave this moment too soon. There are reminders your spirit still needs. There is peace your heart is ready to receive. And there is hope rising again inside you. I have been with you through every chapter. I am with you now, and I will continue walking with you into everything ahead. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for an answer. The prayer you whispered when nobody was listening reached me. The words you could not explain were understood by me. The moments when you sat quietly because your heart was too tired to speak were still heard by me. You thought you needed perfect words. You thought you needed to explain everything. But I already knew what was happening inside your heart. I knew the weight behind your silence. I knew the meaning behind every tear. I knew the hope behind every prayer. And today, I want you to remember this. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. Not one has disappeared. Not one has been forgotten. Not one was too small for my attention. My child, sometimes you measure my love by how quickly circumstances change. You think that if something does not happen immediately, nothing is happening at all. But many things that are most important require time. A seed does not become a tree in one night. A sunrise does not appear in 1 second. A journey is not completed with one step. Growth happens through patience. Strength develops through seasons. Wisdom forms through experiences. Do not reject the process because you cannot yet see the result. I am doing more inside you than you realize. While you have been asking for the situation to change, I have also been strengthening your heart. While you have been waiting for answers, I have been preparing you with wisdom. While you have been wondering why the road is taking longer, I have been teaching you how to walk with trust. There is purpose even in the waiting. There is meaning even in the quiet seasons. There is growth even when you cannot see movement. Do not compare your journey to someone else's. Comparison has stolen too much peace from your heart. You have looked at others and wondered why their story looks different. You have asked why their doors open faster. You have wondered if you were left behind. But listen to me. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not missing the path created for you. Every life has different seasons. Every heart has different lessons. Every journey has different timing. The flower does not become less beautiful because it blooms later than another. Your growth is still valuable. Your path is still meaningful. Your story is still being written. Trust what I am doing in your life, even when it looks different than what you expected. Some of the things you wanted quickly required preparation first. Some doors needed time before opening. Some situations needed to change before you could step forward. Trust what you cannot see. Trust the work happening beneath the surface. Trust that your prayers have reached me. I know sometimes your heart becomes tired. I know sometimes you ask, how much longer? I know sometimes you wonder if you have enough strength to continue. But look at everything you have already overcome. Look at every storm you survived. Look at every moment when you thought you could not take another step, yet somehow you continued. You were stronger than you believed, because you were never walking alone. I was with you when nobody noticed your struggle. I was with you when your heart was breaking. I was with you when you were trying to understand why things happened. And I am with you in this moment. Do not let temporary emotions convince you of permanent defeat. Feelings change, situations change, seasons change, but my love for you remains. When your heart feels overwhelmed, return to peace. When your mind is filled with questions, return to trust. When fear becomes loud, remember everything you have already been carried through. Your past contains proof that you can continue. You survived days you once prayed to get through. You overcame problems that once looked impossible. You grew from experiences that once caused pain. So why believe fear when faith has carried you this far? Today, I want you to release the pressure of controlling everything. You do not need to know every answer today. You do not need to solve every problem today. You do not need to carry tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. Focus on this moment. Focus on this breath. Focus on the step in front of you. Small steps taken with faith can lead to beautiful places. Do not underestimate simple obedience. Do kindness. Someone needs the wisdom that came from what you overcame. Your journey is not only for you. The lessons you learned can help others. The strength you gained can inspire others. The hope that remained inside you can remind someone else to keep going. Never think your life has no impact. Even small acts of love can create changes you may never see. A kind word can stay in someone's heart for years. A moment of compassion can become the reason someone believes again. A simple act of faith can create something greater than you imagine. So continue planting good things. Continue choosing love. Continue walking with a sincere heart. And when you become tired, remember that you can come back to me. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to hide. You do not need to carry everything alone. Bring your heart exactly as it is. I understand. I listen. I care. If these words are reminding you today that your silent prayers have been heard, type, "I trust your plan," as a declaration that your faith is stronger than your fear. Let those words remind your soul that waiting is not the same as being forgotten. Stay with this message until the end, because there are still words of healing, restoration, and hope that I want to speak over your life. Your journey is not finished. Your prayers are not forgotten. Your heart is not unseen. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting. I am still with you. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the place in your heart that has been holding questions you never shared with anyone. The questions that appear in the quiet moments. The questions you carry behind your smile. The questions you bring to me when the world is sleeping and your heart is searching for comfort. I heard everyone. I heard when you asked why the road became difficult. I heard when you wondered why certain things changed. I heard when you prayed for direction because you did not know what step to take next. And I want you to know this today. I was never distant from your pain. I was never unaware of your situation. I was never ignoring the prayers you placed before me. Sometimes you only saw silence, but I saw preparation. Sometimes you only saw waiting, but I saw growth. Sometimes you only saw what was missing, but I saw everything that was being built inside you. My child, I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed, and I have also seen the faith that required for you to keep praying. I know it was not always easy. I know there were moments when your heart felt tired. I know there were days when you wondered if your strength was enough. But look at where you are now. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. That is not because the journey was always simple. It is because strength was being formed inside you through every step. Do not underestimate what you have overcome. Do not ignore the courage it took to continue. Sometimes you look at your life and only notice what still needs to change. But I want you to notice how much has already changed inside you. You are wiser than you were before. You are stronger than you were before. You understand things now that you could not understand in previous seasons. Your experiences taught you. Your challenges shaped you. Your waiting developed patience. Nothing has been wasted. The moments you thought were only painful were also creating something meaningful. The seasons you wanted to escape were teaching you lessons that would help you later. The doors that closed were not the end of your story. Sometimes a closed door protects you from a path that was not meant for your peace. Sometimes a changed plan guides you towards something you could not see yet. Sometimes what feels like a loss becomes the beginning of deeper growth. Trust me with the parts you cannot understand. Trust me with the timing. Trust me with the details that are beyond your control. You do not need to carry everything in your own hands. Release the pressure. Release the fear. Release the need to have every answer today. You were created to walk with faith, not with the burden of controlling everything. Take one step, then another, then another. Small steps taken with trust can lead to places you never imagined. Do not become discouraged because progress feels slow. Slow progress is still progress. Quiet growth is still growth. Hidden preparation is still preparation. The strongest foundations are not seen, but they hold everything together. In the same way, I have been strengthening the foundation of your heart. I have been teaching you how to stand. I have been teaching you how to forgive. I have been teaching you how to love without losing yourself. I have been teaching you how to find peace even when everything around you is not perfect. Because true peace is not found only when every problem disappears. True peace comes from knowing that you are not facing those problems alone. Today I want you to stop fighting battles inside your mind that have not happened. Stop imagining only what could go wrong. Stop allowing fear to write stories about a future that is still in my hands. Your imagination is a gift. Use it for hope. Use it for faith. Use it to believe that good things can still happen. You have spent enough time expecting disappointment. Now, begin expecting growth. Begin expecting healing. Begin expecting your heart to become stronger, because the story is still moving forward. There are chapters ahead you have not lived yet. There are moments ahead that will remind you why you continued. There are opportunities ahead that will use the wisdom you gained from this season. Do not give up in the middle of the process. Many beautiful things take time. A flower does not question the darkness beneath the soil. It simply grows until the right moment arrives. Keep growing, keep trusting, keep allowing your heart to become everything it was created to be. And remember, while you are waiting, do not forget to love. Do not forget to be kind. Do not forget to appreciate the blessings already around you. Sometimes people become so focused on what has not happened yet that they miss the gifts already in front of them. Look around today. Notice the simple moments. Notice the reasons to be thankful. Notice the ways you have already been helped. Gratitude changes how you see your journey. It opens your eyes to the goodness that fear tries to hide. Choose gratitude. Choose peace. Choose faith. Your heart deserves freedom from the weight of constant worry. Now I want you to release the pain caused by people who did not understand you. Release the words that still echo in your mind. Release the moments when someone failed to see your value. Their inability to recognize your worth does not remove it. Your value was never created by human approval. You were loved before anyone had an opinion about you. You were seen before anyone noticed you. You mattered before anyone celebrated you. Walk in that truth. Do not chase every voice. Do not live trying to prove yourself to everyone. Live with a heart that seeks what is good. Live with kindness. Live with humility. Live with faith. Because a peaceful heart is one of the greatest gifts you can carry. If these words are touching your heart today, and you believe that your silent prayers have never been forgotten, type, "My prayers are heard," as a declaration of your trust. Let those words remind your spirit that every moment of faith has meaning. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of comfort, strength, and hope that I want to speak into your life. And before we continue, I want to thank you for being part of this journey of faith. These messages are created with love and dedication to bring encouragement, peace, and hope to hearts around the world. If these words have blessed your heart, strengthened your faith, or brought peace into your day, and if you feel happy with my words, you can support this ministry through the link given below. Your support helps this message continue reaching people who are praying silently, waiting for encouragement, and needing a reminder that they are not alone. Thank you for helping spread hope, kindness, and faith. Now keep listening, because what I speak next is for the part of your heart that has been waiting for a new beginning. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for a new beginning. The part of you that wonders if things can still change. The part of you that asks, quietly, is there still something ahead for me? The part of you that remembers the disappointments of yesterday and sometimes becomes afraid to believe for tomorrow. I know those thoughts. I know the moments when you try to stay hopeful, but memories of past pain return. I know when you take one step forward, but fear whispers that nothing will be different. But today, I want you to hear my voice above every fear. Your past is not the author of your future. Your pain does not have the final word over your life. Your disappointments do not have the power to erase the purpose I place within you. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayers asking for healing. I have seen the prayers asking for direction. I have seen the prayers asking for strength to begin again. And I want you to understand this. A new beginning does not always start with everything around you changing. Sometimes a new beginning starts when something inside you changes. When your perspective changes. When your faith rises again. When you decide that yesterday will no longer control how you see tomorrow. My child, there are things you have been carrying that became too heavy for your heart. Old regrets, old fears, old words spoken by people who did not understand your journey. Old moments that you replay again and again. Today I am asking you to release them. You cannot fully step into a new chapter while holding tightly to everything from the last one. Take the wisdom, take the lessons, take the growth, but leave behind the weight. You were never meant to carry shame forever. You were never meant to live trapped inside one difficult moment. You were created to grow. You were created to heal. You were created to continue. Look at nature around you. Seasons change. Storms pass. Flowers bloom again. The darkness of night does not stop the morning from arriving. In the same way, the difficult seasons of your life cannot stop hope from rising again. You may have walked through a valley, but the valley was never your final home. You may have faced disappointment, but disappointment was never your identity. You may have experienced loss, but loss was never the end of your story. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep allowing your heart to receive new strength. There are things ahead that you cannot see from where you are standing today. There are lessons that will make sense later. There are moments of gratitude waiting on the other side of what you are facing. But while you wait, do not stop becoming. Become more patient. Become more loving. Become more grateful. Become stronger in faith. Because the greatest work is not always what happens around you. Sometimes, the greatest work is what happens within you. I have been shaping your heart. I have been teaching you how to trust. I have been showing you that peace does not depend on perfect circumstances. You can have peace while waiting. You can have hope while learning. You can have strength while still growing. Do not wait for everything to become perfect before you choose joy. Do not wait for every problem to disappear before you choose gratitude. Do not wait until you understand everything before you choose faith. Choose it now, right here, in this moment, because this moment matters. Today matters. Your next step matters. Sometimes you spend so much time thinking about what is missing that you forget what is already present. Look again. There are blessings around you. There are reasons to be thankful. There are reminders that you have been carried this far. Gratitude opens your eyes to the gifts that worry tries to hide. And I want your eyes to see clearly. I want you to recognize the small miracles of every day. The strength to continue. The opportunity to grow. The chance to love. The ability to begin again. These are gifts. Do not overlook them. Now I want you to stop comparing your journey. Someone else's path is not proof that you are behind. Someone else's success is not proof that you are forgotten. Someone else's season does not determine your worth. Your story has its own timing. Your life has its own purpose. Your journey has its own lessons. Walk your path with confidence, not because every step is easy, but because you are not walking alone. When fear tells you that you cannot move forward, remember everything you have already overcome. When doubt tells you that you are too weak, remember the strength that carried you through every previous storm. When your mind tells you nothing will change, remember that change often begins quietly. The seed changes before the flower appears. The foundation is built before the house is seen. The heart transforms before the world notices. Trust the quiet work. Trust the hidden growth. Trust the process. One day you will look back and understand why this season mattered. You will see how patience protected you. You will see how wisdom prepared you. You will see how even the difficult roads helped shape something meaningful. Until then, continue. Continue praying. Continue loving. Continue believing. Your silent prayers have not disappeared. Your hope has not been wasted. Your faith has not been unnoticed. I see it all. If these words are giving your heart hope for a new beginning, type "I believe again" as a declaration that your future is not controlled by your past. Let those words remind your soul that new chapters are still possible. Stay with this message until the end, because there are still words of peace, healing, and guidance that I want your heart to receive. Do not stop here. Do not give up now. You have come too far to believe that your story ends in this chapter. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep your heart open. I am still guiding you. I am still strengthening you. And I am still with you. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been asking for strength in the middle of the journey. The part that keeps going, even when nobody knows how tired you feel. The part that keeps smiling, even when there are questions inside. The part that keeps helping others while silently praying for your own help. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the moments when you gave encouragement while needing encouragement. I have seen the moments when you lifted others while your own heart felt heavy. I have seen the times when you chose kindness, even though life gave you reasons to become cold. Nothing has been hidden from me. Every sacrifice, every tear, every moment of patience, every quiet act of love, I saw it all. My child, sometimes you wonder if the good you do really matters. You wonder if anyone notices the effort you make. You wonder if the love you give returns in any way. But remember this, the value of your kindness is not determined by whether people recognize it. A flower does not stop giving beauty because someone walks past without noticing. The sun does not stop shining because someone refuses to look up. Continue being who I created you to be. Continue carrying love. Continue carrying compassion. Continue choosing what is right. Your heart is one of the most important things you carry. Protect it. Do not let disappointment poison it. Do not let painful experiences remove the goodness growing inside you. Do not allow the actions of others to decide the condition of your soul. You can have wisdom without becoming bitter. You can have boundaries without losing kindness. You can learn from pain without letting pain become your identity. You are not what happened to you. You are not the words someone spoke against you. You are not the moments when someone failed to appreciate you. You are still loved. You are still valuable. You are still becoming. There are chapters ahead that look different from the chapters behind you. But you must be willing to release the old pages. You cannot keep rereading yesterday and expect to fully experience today. Take the lesson. Keep the wisdom. Release the weight. I know letting go can feel difficult. Sometimes you hold on to pain because it feels familiar. Sometimes you replay situations because you are searching for answers. Sometimes you keep asking, why? Because you believe understanding everything will finally bring peace. But sometimes peace comes before the explanation. Sometimes peace comes when you trust that even the pieces you cannot understand are still held in my hands. You do not need every answer today. You need faith for this moment. You need strength for this step. You need peace for this season. And I will give you what you need as you continue forward. Look at your journey. Look at everything you thought would defeat you. Look at the situations you thought you could never overcome. Look at the moments when you believed you had nothing left. Yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still growing. That is evidence of strength. Do not ignore your own growth. You often notice how far you still need to go, but you forget how far you have already come. You are not the same person you were before. You have learned, you have changed, you have developed wisdom, you have developed patience, you have developed compassion, and those things have value. Your journey has not been meaningless. Even the difficult parts have produced something within you. A storm can make roots grow deeper. Pressure can create strength. Challenges can reveal courage you did not know existed. So do not hate every hard season. Some seasons were preparing you. Some seasons were teaching you. Some seasons were shaping your heart. I know you prayed for certain things to happen quickly. I know you wanted some answers sooner. I know waiting has not always been easy. But while you were waiting, you were growing. And growth is never wasted. Today, I want you to stop speaking negatively over your own life. Stop saying you are too late. Stop saying nothing will change. Stop saying you cannot move forward. Words create direction inside your heart. Speak hope. Speak courage. Speak faith. Tell yourself, I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming stronger. I am walking forward. Because the way you speak to yourself matters. Your heart listens to the words you repeat. Fill it with truth. Fill it with hope. Fill it with reminders that you are not alone. There will still be days when you feel uncertain. There will still be moments when you have questions. But questions do not mean you have no faith. Faith is choosing to trust, even while some things are still unclear. Faith is taking the next step, even when you cannot see the whole path. Faith is believing that the story is still being written, and your story is still being written. There are still pages ahead. There are still moments ahead. There are still opportunities to love, grow, and become. Do not close your heart because one chapter was painful. Do not stop hoping because one season was difficult. Do not stop praying because the answer did not come the way you expected. I heard you. I saw you. I was with you, and I am with you now. Today, choose peace. Choose forgiveness. Choose gratitude. Choose to walk forward without carrying everything that hurt you. Your hands were created to receive new things, but they cannot receive fully while holding tightly to old burdens. Release them. Breathe again. Hope again. Believe again. If these words are strengthening your heart today, and you believe that every silent prayer has been heard, type, I will keep trusting, as a declaration of faith. Let those words remind your soul that you are not forgotten, and your journey still carries purpose. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of healing, restoration, and hope that I want to speak into your life. There is more ahead. There is more growth ahead. There is more peace ahead. Keep walking with faith. I am still beside you. I am still guiding you. And I am still listening to every prayer you pray. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for peace after a long season of carrying worries. The worries you did not share, the fears you kept hidden, the questions that appeared when everything became quiet. I know every thought that has passed through your mind. I know every moment when you tried to stay strong while secretly asking for comfort. I know every prayer you whispered when your heart felt uncertain. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the moments when you asked for guidance. I have seen the moments when you asked for strength. I have seen the moments when you simply asked for enough courage to face another day. And I want you to remember this. You were never carrying those moments alone, even when you could not see the answer, even when you could not understand the timing, even when you wondered why the path looked different than what you expected. I was still there. My child, sometimes you believe peace will only come when everything around you changes. You think peace will arrive when every problem disappears. You think peace will arrive when every question has an answer. But I want to teach your heart something deeper. True peace is not found because life becomes perfect. True peace is found when you know you are not walking alone. Storms may come, but they do not remove my presence. Uncertainty may come, but it does not remove my guidance. Waiting may come, but it does not mean you have been forgotten. Your heart has spent so much time preparing for things that may never happen. You have imagined problems before they arrived. You have carried tomorrow's weight before tomorrow came. You have fought battles in your mind that were never placed in front of you. Today, I am asking you to release them. Release the need to control every outcome. Release the need to understand every detail. Release the pressure of believing everything depends only on you. Take the step that is in front of you. Do what you can today, and trust me with what is beyond your reach. There is freedom in surrender. There is peace in trusting. There is strength in knowing you do not have to hold everything together alone. Look at how far you have already come. Look at every moment when fear told you that you would not make it. Look at every season when your heart wondered if you had enough strength. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still growing. That means the storm did not have the final word. That means the difficulty did not end your journey. That means there is still purpose ahead. Do not forget your own testimony. Do not forget the mountains you already crossed. Do not forget the prayers that were already answered in ways you did not expect. Sometimes you focus so much on what has not happened yet that you forget everything that already has. Gratitude will open your eyes. Gratitude will remind your heart. Gratitude will show you the blessings that worry tries to hide. Start noticing the simple gifts around you, the breath in your lungs, the opportunity to grow, the chance to love, the lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained. Not every blessing arrives loudly. Some blessings are quiet. Some blessings are found in ordinary moments. Some blessings are things you once prayed for and now experience every day. Do not overlook them. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Allow thankfulness to replace constant fear, because a grateful heart sees differently. A grateful heart finds light even in difficult seasons. A grateful heart remembers that the story is bigger than one moment. Today, I also want you to release comparison. Stop looking at someone else's journey and questioning your own. Someone else's success does not mean your failure. Someone else's open door does not mean yours will remain closed. Someone else's season does not decide your worth. Your path has its own purpose. Your life has its own timing. Your journey has its own lessons. Walk your road with faith. Walk your road with patience. Walk your road knowing that what is meant to shape you will not miss you. You are growing exactly where you are. Even if nobody notices. Even if the progress feels slow. Even if you cannot see every change yet. Growth is still happening. A tree does not hear its roots growing, but they become stronger every day. In the same way, your faith has been growing in hidden places. Your patience has been growing. Your wisdom has been growing. Your compassion has been growing. Nothing has been wasted. The difficult days taught you. The waiting days shaped you. The uncertain days strengthened you. And now you carry lessons that can help others. Never believe your journey has no meaning. Someone needs the kindness that came from your healing. Someone needs the wisdom that came from your experience. Someone needs the hope that remained inside you after everything you faced. Keep shining. Keep loving. Keep choosing what is right. Not because it is always easy, but because your heart was created to carry light. Today I want you to breathe again. Let your soul rest. Let your mind slow down. Let your heart remember that you are cared for. You do not need to solve your entire future today. You only need to walk faithfully in this moment. One step, one prayer, one day. Keep moving, keep believing, keep trusting. If these words are bringing peace into your heart today, type, "My heart is at peace," as a declaration that worry will not control your life anymore. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every step has been seen. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of comfort, hope, and direction that I want to place within your heart. Your journey is not finished. Your prayers are not forgotten. Your future is not empty. Continue forward with faith. I am still guiding you. I am still strengthening you. And I am still listening. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been holding on to hope, even when the journey felt longer than you expected. I know there were moments when you wondered if your prayers were only words spoken into silence. I know there were moments when you looked around and asked why certain things had not changed yet. I know there were moments when you tried to stay strong, but deep inside you were searching for a sign that I was still working. Hear me today. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayer spoken with confidence. I have seen the prayers whispered through tears. I have seen the prayers you could not even put into words because your heart was carrying too much, and not one of those moments was ignored. Sometimes the answer does not arrive in the way you expected. Sometimes the road does not unfold the way you imagined. Sometimes the timing looks different from the plan you created. But different does not mean forgotten. Different does not mean abandoned. Different does not mean nothing is happening. My child, I have been working in places your eyes could not reach. I have been preparing things your mind could not understand. I have been strengthening parts of your heart that needed to grow before the next chapter. You asked for the destination, but I also cared about the person you would become during the journey, because reaching a place without having the strength to remain there would not bring the peace your heart desires. So I have been teaching you. I have been shaping you. I have been showing you that your faith can stand even when life feels uncertain. Do not become angry at the process that is helping you grow. Do not reject the season that is building wisdom inside you. Do not think waiting means nothing is moving. The roots of a tree grow silently. The foundation of a house is built before the walls rise. The most important preparation is often hidden. And that is what has been happening inside you. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more patient. You are learning what truly matters. Look at yourself today compared to who you were before. You have survived things you once thought would break you. You have walked through moments you once feared. You have overcome situations that once looked impossible. That is growth. That is strength. That is evidence that your journey has meaning. Stop only counting what has not happened yet. Start recognizing what has already changed within you. The answer you were searching for was not only about changing circumstances. Sometimes the answer was creating a stronger heart inside you. A heart that can forgive. A heart that can love. A heart that can continue even after disappointment. That kind of strength is valuable. Protect it. Do not allow bitterness to steal what your journey has developed. Do not allow anger to take away your peace. Do not allow disappointment to convince you that hope is dangerous. Hope is still beautiful. Faith is still powerful. Love is still worth choosing, even after difficult seasons. Especially after difficult seasons. Because when you continue loving after pain, it shows that pain did not control your story. When you continue believing after disappointment, it shows that disappointment did not win. When you continue walking after falling, it shows that your journey is not finished. Today, I want you to release the fear that you are too late. You have looked at time and wondered if opportunities have passed you by. You have thought about things you wish happened sooner. You have looked at yesterday and wondered if you missed something important. But your life is not beyond my reach. Your purpose is not limited by a calendar. Your value is not reduced because your journey looks different from someone else's. Keep walking, keep growing, keep trusting. There is still meaning in this season. There is still purpose in this moment. There are still things ahead that your current situation cannot show you. Do not let one chapter convince you that you know the whole story. A difficult chapter can still lead to a beautiful transformation. A painful moment can still become a place where wisdom grows. A season of waiting can still prepare something meaningful. Trust the story being written. Now I want you to think about the prayers you almost stopped praying, the dreams you almost stopped believing in, the hope you almost placed away because disappointment became too heavy. Bring those things back to me. Bring the dreams. Bring the hopes. Bring the desires you keep hidden. Let me bring peace into those places. Not every dream will unfold exactly the way you imagine, but trust that I know what brings true life to your heart. Trust that I see beyond this moment. Trust that my love for you has never changed. You do not need to chase every answer. You do not need to understand every detail. You only need to continue walking with faith. One step at a time, one day at a time, one prayer at a time. And while you walk, become a blessing to others. Do not wait until your life is perfect before showing love. Do not wait until every problem disappears before encouraging someone. Sometimes the person who gives the greatest hope is the person who knows what struggle feels like. Your experience can help others. Your kindness can lift others. Your faith can inspire others. Never believe your life has no impact. The smallest light still changes darkness. The smallest seed still carries life. The smallest act of love can create something greater than you realize. So keep planting good things. Keep speaking with kindness. Keep choosing patience. Keep living with faith, because every choice matters. If these words are reminding you today that your silent prayers have been seen, type, "I believe you hear me," as a declaration of your trust. Let those words remind your heart that waiting is not empty and your faith is not forgotten. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of healing, strength, and encouragement that I want your soul to receive. Do not lose hope now. Do not turn back, because the road feels long. You have already come so far. Your prayers are heard. Your tears are seen. Your heart is known. And I am still walking with you. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been carrying questions about why some prayers take longer than you expected. The prayers you whispered again and again. The prayers you held on to when everything around you looked unchanged. The prayers you carried through seasons of waiting. I have seen them all. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen when you prayed with hope. I have seen when you prayed with tears. I have seen when your heart was tired, but you still chose to believe. And today, I want you to understand something important. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Silence does not mean absence. A different path does not mean you have been forgotten. There are things happening beyond what your eyes can see. There is growth happening beneath the surface. There is preparation happening in places you do not recognize yet. My child, sometimes you only look at what has not arrived. You count the doors that have not opened. You count the changes that have not happened. You count the answers you are still waiting for. But I want you to also see what has already been done inside you. Look at your patience. Look at your strength. Look at your wisdom. Look at the way your heart has grown through everything you have faced. The journey has not been empty. You have been learning. You have been becoming stronger. You have been discovering things about yourself that comfort never could have revealed. Sometimes the mountain you wanted removed became the place where you discovered courage. Sometimes the storm you wanted to avoid became the place where your faith became deeper. Sometimes the season you questioned became the season that shaped your heart the most. Do not hate the process because it feels different from your plan. Trust that even the unexpected roads can carry purpose. You see one moment, I see the entire journey. You see one piece, I see how everything connects. There were moments when you were disappointed because something did not happen. But later, you understood why. There were doors you wanted opened that would not have brought you peace. There were paths you wanted to take that were not meant for your growth. There were situations you wanted to hold on to that you needed to release. Sometimes protection feels like rejection at first. Sometimes guidance feels like change. Sometimes growth requires letting go. Trust me with the things that leave. Trust me with the things that change. Trust me with the things you cannot control. Because I know your heart. I know what strengthens you. I know what helps you grow. Today, I want you to release the weight of trying to understand everything immediately. Not every answer comes in the moment you ask the question. Some answers come through time. Some understanding comes through experience. Some wisdom appears after the season has passed. Until then, choose peace. Choose trust. Choose faith. Do not allow uncertainty to steal today's blessings. You have spent many days worrying about tomorrow. But look at today. There is still something beautiful here. There is still something meaningful here. There is still a reason to be thankful here. Gratitude changes your focus. It reminds your heart that even while you are waiting, you are still receiving. Every breath is a gift. Every opportunity to love is a gift. Every chance to become better is a gift. Do not miss what is already in your hands while searching for what is ahead. Life is not only about arriving somewhere. It is also about who you become on the way. Become more patient. Become more loving. Become more understanding. Become someone who carries peace into the lives of others. Because your journey is not only about you. Someone will need the wisdom you gained. Someone will need the encouragement that came from your experiences. Someone will need the hope that remained inside you when life was difficult. Your story can become a light. Do not hide it. Do not believe your struggles made you less valuable. The cracks you thought ruined you became places where compassion grew. The challenges you faced became places where strength developed. The tears you cried became reminders that your heart was still open. Never be ashamed of having a heart that feels deeply. Your kindness is not weakness. Your compassion is not weakness. Your ability to keep loving after pain is a sign of strength. Protect that. Continue choosing what is good. Continue planting seeds of faith. Continue walking with a heart that trusts. Because every seed matters. Even when the harvest is not immediate. A farmer does not stop believing because the field looks empty after planting. He understands that something is happening beneath the ground. Believe the same about your life. Growth is happening. Change is happening. Your story is moving forward. Now I want you to release fear. Fear that you are behind. Fear that you are forgotten. Fear that your prayers were not enough. Those fears are not the truth. Your life is still meaningful. Your journey still has purpose. Your heart is still being guided. Keep walking. One step, one moment, one day. Do not allow the size of the mountain ahead to make you forget the mountains you have already crossed. You have overcome before. You have grown before. You have found strength before. And strength will rise again. If these words are reminding you today that every silent prayer has been heard, type "I trust your timing" as a declaration that your heart chooses faith over worry. Let those words remind your soul that waiting does not mean forgotten. Stay with this message until the end, because there are still words of hope, healing, and restoration that I want to place inside your heart. Before we continue, I want to thank you for being part of this journey of faith and encouragement. These messages are created with love and dedication to bring peace and hope to hearts around the world. If these words have strengthened you, comforted you, or reminded you that you are not alone, and if you feel happy with my words, you can support this ministry through the link given below. Your kindness helps continue sharing these messages with people who are silently praying and searching for encouragement. Thank you for helping spread faith, hope, and love. Now continue listening, because what I speak next is for the part of your heart that is ready to receive new strength for the journey ahead. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been asking for strength when nobody else sees how much you are carrying. The world sees your smile. The world sees your responsibilities. The world sees you waking up, showing up, and continuing. But I see deeper. I see the moments when you close the door and finally allow yourself to feel everything you have been holding inside. I see the moments when you encourage others while silently asking for encouragement yourself. I see the moments when you help people while carrying your own unanswered prayers. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have heard every word spoken from your heart. I have understood every tear that fell when words were not enough. Never think your quiet battles are invisible. Never think your hidden faith has no meaning. Never think the moments when you choose to continue are unnoticed. My child, there were times when you wondered why you had to be so strong. There were times when you asked why certain situations were placed on your path. There were times when you looked around and thought nobody truly understood what was happening inside you. But I understood. I was with you in every valley. I was with you through every storm. I was with you during the nights when your heart was searching for peace. And I am with you now. Sometimes you believe strength means never feeling tired. But true strength is not the absence of struggle. True strength is continuing to trust even when the journey is difficult. True courage is not having no fear. True courage is choosing faith even when fear tries to speak. Look at everything you have already overcome. Look at every moment that once felt impossible. Look at every season when you wondered how you would continue. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still growing. That is evidence of the strength that has been forming inside you. Do not ignore your own growth. Do not only focus on what is unfinished. Do not only see the places where you still need improvement. Look at how far you have come. You have learned lessons. You have gained wisdom. You have developed compassion. You have become stronger through things that once hurt you. Nothing has been wasted. Every experience has shaped something inside you. Every challenge has taught you something. Every season has carried lessons. Even the chapters you would not choose can become chapters that create growth. I can bring meaning from places where you only saw pain. I can bring wisdom from moments you did not understand. I can bring strength from seasons when you felt weak. So do not look at your past only with sadness. Look at it with understanding. Look at the person you became through it. Look at the ways you learned to love deeper. Look at the ways you learned to appreciate simple blessings. Look at the ways you discovered what truly matters. Your journey created something valuable inside you. Now protect it. Do not allow bitterness to take the place where wisdom should grow. Do not allow anger to take the place where peace should live. Do not allow disappointment to close a heart that was created to love. You can learn from pain without letting pain control you. You can remember lessons without carrying the weight forever. You can move forward without pretending the past never happened. Healing is not forgetting. Healing is becoming free. Today, I want you to release what has been keeping your heart heavy. Release the conversations you keep replaying. Release the words that wounded you. Release the moments where people fail to recognize your value. Your worth was never determined by their understanding. You were valuable before anyone noticed. You were loved before anyone approved. You had purpose before anyone celebrated you. Walk in that truth. Stop chasing every voice. Stop trying to prove yourself to everyone. Not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will recognize your growth. Not everyone will see what I am doing inside you. And that is okay. Continue walking. Continue growing. Continue becoming. The strongest roots grow underground where nobody sees them. The most important preparation often happens in private. The greatest transformations usually begin quietly. Trust the quiet work. Trust the hidden growth. Trust the process that is shaping your heart. There will come a time when you understand why patience was needed. There will come a time when you see how the lessons connected. There will come a time when you realize that even the waiting season had purpose. Until then, keep your faith alive. Keep your heart soft. Keep choosing what is good. Do not wait until life is perfect before you show love. Do not wait until every question is answered before you walk with faith. Do not wait until everything changes before you choose gratitude. Choose it today. Choose peace today. Choose kindness today. Choose hope today. Because today matters. The small things you do today are building the person you are becoming. A small seed can grow into a great tree. A small act of kindness can change someone's day. A small step of faith can begin a new direction. Never underestimate small beginnings. I see what others do not see. I see the prayers. I see the effort. I see the growth. I see the love you give. And I want you to keep going. If these words are giving strength to your heart today, type, "I will stay faithful," as a declaration that your trust is greater than your struggles. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every faithful step has been seen. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of restoration, comfort, and guidance that I want to speak over your life. Do not stop believing now. Do not give up in the middle of your story. You are still growing. You are still becoming. You are still walking toward everything prepared for you, and I am still beside you. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been quietly waiting for healing. The place where you carry memories that no one else sees. The place where you keep questions you never say out loud. The place where you still wonder why certain things happened the way they did. I know those hidden places. I know the emotions you try to explain but cannot always find the words for. I know the moments when your heart feels heavy, but you continue walking forward because others depend on you. I know the times when you have been strong for everyone else, while secretly needing someone to remind you that you are not alone. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayers for peace. I have seen the prayers for healing. I have seen the prayers where you simply ask for strength to continue. Not one moment was invisible to me. Not one tear was without meaning. Not one quiet conversation from your heart was ignored. My child, I know healing does not always happen as quickly as you wish. Sometimes you want everything to change immediately. Sometimes you want the memories to disappear. Sometimes you want the answers before you continue moving forward. But healing is often a journey, step by step, moment by moment, day by day. A broken branch does not become strong again instantly. A deep wound requires care and patience. A tired heart needs kindness and time. So be patient with yourself. Do not criticize yourself because you are still learning. Do not judge yourself because you are still growing. Do not believe that needing time means you are weak. Growth takes time. Restoration takes time. Beautiful things are often created through a process. And even during the process, you are still valuable. You are not only valuable when everything is perfect. You are not only loved when you feel strong. You are not only seen when life is going the way you expected. You are loved right here, in this moment, in this season, on this journey. Stop waiting until you become a perfect version of yourself before accepting the love that has always been there. I know every part of your story, the parts you celebrate, the parts you hide, the parts you wish were different. And still, I choose to walk with you. Do not let shame keep you trapped in yesterday. Do not let regret become the voice that guides your tomorrow. Learn from the past, but do not live inside it. Your past is a teacher. It is not your prison. Take the wisdom, take the lessons, take the growth. Then keep moving forward. There is still more ahead. There are still chapters waiting to be written. There are still moments that will remind you why you kept believing. Sometimes you think the difficult parts of your story removed your purpose, but they did not. They shaped wisdom inside you. They created compassion. They helped you understand others in ways you never could before. Someone will need the kindness that grew from your healing. Someone will need the encouragement that came from your experience. Someone will need to hear that they can continue because they see that you continued. Your story still carries light. Do not hide it. Do not allow what hurt you to convince you that you have nothing left to give. There is still love inside you. There is still hope inside you. There is still purpose inside you. Protect those things. Protect your peace. Protect your faith. Protect the goodness that remains in your heart. Life may give you reasons to become bitter. Choose growth instead. People may give you reasons to close your heart. Choose wisdom, but keep love alive. Situations may give you reasons to fear. Choose trust, because the condition of your heart matters. What you carry inside affects what you bring into the world. Fill your heart with hope. Fill your thoughts with truth. Fill your life with actions that create peace. Do not allow fear to control your decisions. Fear often speaks loudly, but it does not always speak truth. Fear tells you that nothing will change. Faith reminds you that every season changes. Fear tells you that you cannot continue. Faith reminds you how far you have already come. Fear tells you that you are alone. Faith reminds you that I have been with you through every step. Choose the voice you follow. Choose what you allow to grow inside your mind. Your thoughts are like seeds. Whatever you continue watering will grow. Water gratitude, water hope, water love, water faith, and slowly you will see the garden of your heart become different. Today I want you to release the need to understand everything immediately. Some things become clear with time. Some lessons are recognized later. Some answers appear after you have grown enough to understand them. Trust the journey. Trust the process. Trust that even now, something meaningful is happening. You may not see the full picture yet, but the story is still being written. Continue taking steps. Continue choosing kindness. Continue believing that your life has purpose. Because it does. You matter more than you realize. Your words matter. Your choices matter. Your love matters. Even small acts done with a sincere heart can create changes you may never see. A small light still shines. A small seed still grows. A small prayer is still heard. Remember that. If these words are bringing healing and peace into your heart today, type, "My heart is healing," as a declaration that your past will not control your future. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has reached me. Continue listening until the end, because there are still words of strength, guidance, and encouragement that I want to place within your heart. Your journey is not finished. Your healing is still happening. Your hope is still alive. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep believing. I have seen every silent prayer, and I am still with you. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for hope to rise again. The part of you that still believes, but sometimes feels tired. The part of you that keeps praying, but sometimes wonders when the answer will come. The part of you that keeps moving forward, even when the road has been longer than you imagined. I know that place inside you. I know the silent conversations you have with me. I know the moments when you look around and wonder if anything is changing. I know the moments when you ask for a sign that your prayers have not been forgotten. And today, I want you to remember these words. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed, every prayer spoken in the morning, every prayer whispered in the darkness of night, every prayer carried inside your heart when you could not find the right words. I heard them. I understood them. I was near. My child, sometimes you believe that because something is taking time, it means nothing is happening. But think about the most beautiful things in creation. The strongest trees grow slowly. The deepest rivers are shaped over time. The most valuable lessons are often learned through seasons of patience. Do not become discouraged because your journey requires time. Time does not mean absence. Waiting does not mean rejection. Quiet seasons do not mean empty seasons. There are things growing inside you that could only grow through this process. Your patience is growing, your wisdom is growing, your understanding is growing, your ability to trust is becoming stronger. You asked for answers, but I also wanted to prepare your heart. You asked for change around you, but I also wanted to create growth within you. Because who you become matters. Your heart matters. Your character matters. Your faith matters. Do not rush past the lessons that are shaping you. One day you will look back and understand why certain seasons required patience. You will see how moments that felt confusing were creating wisdom. You will see how difficult roads develop strength. You will see how waiting taught you things that quick answers never could. Until then, keep trusting, keep walking, keep believing. Do not allow what you cannot see to make you forget what you already know. Remember every time you thought you could not continue but found strength. Remember every problem that looked impossible but eventually changed. Remember every moment when you felt alone but somehow received what you needed to keep going. Your journey carries evidence of my care. Do not forget it. Sometimes the human heart remembers pain more easily than blessings. It remembers what went wrong, but forgets everything that worked together. It remembers the closed doors, but forgets the doors that opened. It remembers the tears, but forgets the strength that followed. Today, change your focus. Look again. See the growth. See the lessons. See the ways you have been carried. Gratitude will open your eyes to blessings that worry has hidden. There is still goodness around you. There is still purpose in today. There is still beauty in this moment. Do not wait for everything to become perfect before you allow yourself to experience peace. Peace is available even during the process. Hope is available even while waiting. Strength is available even when you feel weak. Now I want you to release the fear that your prayers were not enough. You have wondered if you said the right words. You have wondered if you needed to do more. You have wondered if your small prayers mattered. But I was never looking for perfect words. I was listening to your heart. A sincere whisper means more than empty words spoken loudly. A quiet prayer filled with faith is precious. The world may notice what is big and impressive, but I see what is sincere. I see the heart behind everything. I see the love behind your actions. I see the faith behind your prayers. Never believe that small things do not matter. Small seeds create great trees. Small steps create long journeys. Small acts of love can change lives. Continue being faithful with what is in front of you. Love the people around you. Speak words that bring hope. Choose actions that create peace, because your life influences more people than you realize. Someone is encouraged by your kindness. Someone is inspired by your strength. Someone is helped by the wisdom you gained from what you experienced. Your story is still valuable. Do not hide because of what happened before. Do not let the past convince you that your future cannot be different. Every morning is a reminder that a new beginning is possible. Every breath is a reminder that your journey continues. There is still more ahead. There are still chapters you have not entered. There are still moments that will bring understanding. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Keep choosing love. And when doubt returns, remember this. You do not need to have the whole path in front of you. You only need enough faith for the next step. Take that step. Then take another. Day by day, moment by moment, you will continue moving forward. You will continue growing. You will continue becoming who you were created to be. Do not compare your progress with anyone else. Someone else's journey is not the measurement for your life. Someone else's timing does not mean you are late. Someone else's blessing does not mean you have been forgotten. Walk your path with peace. Walk your path with patience. Walk your path with trust, because your story has meaning. If these words are renewing hope inside your heart today, type "My prayers are never forgotten" as a declaration that your faith remains strong. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been seen and every moment of trust matters. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of encouragement, peace, and restoration that I want to speak into your life. Do not stop in the middle of your journey. Do not give up because the road feels long. You are still growing. You are still being strengthened. You are still moving forward. I have seen your prayers. I know your heart, and I am still walking with you. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been asking if the love you give, the prayers you pray, and the faith you hold on to truly matter. There have been moments when you wondered if anyone noticed your efforts. There have been moments when you gave your best but felt unseen. There have been moments when you kept doing what was right, even though no one thanked you. But I want you to hear me today. I saw it all. I saw the kindness that nobody applauded. I saw the sacrifices that nobody recognized. I saw the moments when you chose patience when frustration would have been easier. I saw the moments when you chose love even after disappointment. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed, the prayers for your family, the prayers for healing, the prayers for direction, the prayers for strength, when you felt like you had nothing left. Not one was lost. Not one was ignored. Not one was too quiet for me to hear. My child, sometimes the world teaches you to believe that only visible things have value. The world celebrates what is seen. The world notices what is loud. The world gives attention to what appears successful. But I look deeper. I see the heart. I see the intention. I see the quiet faith that continues when nobody is watching. The strongest parts of your journey were often built in hidden places. The moments when you prayed alone. The moments when you chose hope alone. The moments when you continued walking, even though no one knew how difficult the road had become. Those moments shaped you. Those moments strengthened you. Those moments mattered. Never think that a quiet life cannot have a powerful impact. A small candle still removes darkness from a room. A small seed still carries the possibility of a great tree. A small act of kindness can become a memory someone holds forever. You do not always see the results of the good you do. But that does not mean nothing is happening. Keep planting, keep loving, keep giving hope. The seeds you plant today can become the blessings someone receives tomorrow. Do not become tired of having a good heart. Do not let disappointment convince you that kindness is weakness. Do not allow people who fail to value you to change the beauty inside you. Your ability to love is a gift. Your ability to forgive is strength. Your ability to remain hopeful after difficult seasons is evidence of growth. Protect those things. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Protect the faith that has carried you this far. There will always be situations that test you. There will always be moments that challenge your patience. There will always be days when choosing the right path feels difficult. But remember who you are becoming. You are not only walking through life, you are growing through life. Every experience is teaching you. Every season is shaping you. Every challenge is showing you something. Do not only ask why something happened. Ask what you can learn. Ask how you can grow. Ask how your heart can become stronger. Because wisdom often comes from places you did not expect. Some of your greatest lessons came from seasons you never planned. Some of your deepest compassion came from moments when you needed comfort yourself. Some of your strongest faith grew during times when answers were not immediate. Nothing has been wasted. Even the difficult roads have meaning when you allow them to teach you. Today, I want you to release the need to have everyone understand you. Not everyone will see your heart. Not everyone will understand your decisions. Not everyone will recognize the growth happening inside you. And that is okay. You do not need the approval of everyone to continue your journey. Walk with humility. Walk with love. Walk with faith. The right people will recognize the light you carry, and even when they do not, keep shining. The sun does not stop shining because someone refuses to notice the sunrise. Continue being faithful. Continue doing good. Continue becoming the person you were created to be. Now release the old words that hurt you. Release the memories that keep telling you that you are not enough. Release the moments when people made you question your worth. Your value was never decided by someone else's opinion. You were already known. You were already loved. You already mattered. Do not spend your life trying to prove what was already true. Instead, spend your life growing, loving, and bringing light wherever you go, because the world needs hearts that still believe in kindness. The world needs people who still choose compassion. The world needs those who understand pain but choose not to spread it. Be someone who brings peace. Be someone who encourages. Be someone who reminds others that hope still exists. Your journey can help someone else. Your words can strengthen someone else. Your story can inspire someone else to keep going. So do not hide what you have learned. Use your wisdom with love. Use your experience with humility. Use your heart to bring good into the world. And when you feel tired, come back to me. When your strength feels low, return to peace. When your heart feels heavy, remember that you are not carrying everything alone. I know your prayers. I know your thoughts. I know the dreams you still keep quietly inside. Continue trusting. Continue walking. Continue believing. Because there is still more ahead. There are still chapters waiting. There are still moments that will remind you why you never gave up. Do not allow temporary struggles to make permanent decisions. Storms pass. Seasons change. New days arrive. Keep your hope alive. If these words are encouraging your heart today, type "I will keep my faith" as a declaration that your trust remains stronger than your struggles. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every step of faith has been seen. Continue watching until the end, because there are still powerful words of healing, restoration, and hope that I want to place inside your heart. Do not leave before receiving everything your soul needs today. Your kindness matters. Your prayers matter. Your journey matters. Keep walking forward. I have seen every silent prayer. I have held every tear. And I am still with you. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for renewal after carrying so much for so long. The part of you that has prayed quietly while trying to stay strong. The part of you that has helped others while asking when your own breakthrough of peace would come. The part of you that kept believing even when your heart felt tired. I know that place inside you. I know the battles you never announced. I know the questions you never shared. I know the moments when you smiled around people but came to me with a heavy heart. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayers you whispered when your strength felt low. I have seen the prayers you carried while waiting for direction. I have seen the prayers that came only through tears because your heart had no more words. And I want you to remember today, your tears were never meaningless. Your waiting was never invisible. Your faith was never forgotten. My child, sometimes you have wondered if you needed to be stronger. You questioned yourself because you felt tired. You wondered if feeling weak meant you were failing. But listen to me. Being tired does not mean you have failed. Being emotional does not mean you lack faith. Having questions does not mean your heart is far away. You are growing. You are learning. You are walking through a journey. And every journey has moments where the traveler needs rest. Allow yourself to receive peace. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to stop carrying things that were never meant to stay on your shoulders forever. You have carried old regrets. You have carried worries about tomorrow. You have carried the weight of trying to make everything perfect. Release them. You do not have to control everything to be safe. You do not have to understand everything to keep walking. You do not have to have every answer to trust the next step. Faith grows one step at a time, not all at once. A sunrise does not appear instantly. A flower does not bloom the moment the seed is planted. Beautiful things require patience, and beautiful things have been growing inside you. You may not always notice them, but I do. I see your patience becoming stronger. I see your heart becoming wiser. I see your compassion becoming deeper. I see how the things that once controlled your emotions no longer have the same power. That is growth. Celebrate it. Do not wait until everything is perfect before recognizing progress. Every small step matters. Every moment you choose hope matters. Every time you choose love instead of bitterness, something changes inside you. Keep choosing what brings life. Protect the goodness in your heart. The world will give you reasons to become angry. Choose peace. People may give you reasons to stop caring. Choose wisdom, but keep compassion. Situations may give you reasons to fear. Choose trust. Because what grows inside your heart determines what flows from your life. Fill your heart with gratitude. Fill your thoughts with hope. Fill your actions with love. You were created to bring light, not to be controlled by darkness. Remember the storms you have already survived. Remember the mountains you already climbed. Remember the days when you thought you could not continue, but you did. There is evidence of strength throughout your entire journey. Do not forget your own story. Sometimes you remember the pain more than the progress. You remember the struggles more than the victories. You remember the moments you fell more than the moments you stood again. Today, look differently. See how far you have come. See how much you have learned. See the ways your heart has been shaped. Nothing has been wasted. The waiting taught you patience. The challenges taught you courage. The difficult seasons taught you compassion. And now, those lessons can become a blessing to others. Someone needs the kindness you learn through your journey. Someone needs the encouragement that comes from your experience. Someone needs the hope that stayed alive inside you. Do not hide your light. Do not think your story is too small. Every life touched by love creates a difference. A simple word can lift someone. A simple act of kindness can restore hope. A simple moment of compassion can remind someone they are not alone. Keep planting those seeds, even when you do not immediately see the results. A farmer trusts the process after planting. He knows growth is happening before it appears. Trust the same in your life. Growth is happening. Healing is happening. Strength is rising. Now I want you to release comparison. Your journey is not meant to look exactly like anyone else's. Your timing is not measured by another person's timeline. Your purpose is not reduced because someone else is in a different season. Walk your path. Learn your lessons. Grow at the pace prepared for you. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are not forgotten. You are growing. You are not empty. There is still purpose inside you. And as you continue, remember to stay close to peace. Not every worry deserves your attention. Not every negative thought deserves a home in your mind. Not every fear deserves your agreement. Choose carefully what you allow to shape your heart. Your thoughts are seeds. Plant wisely. Plant faith. Plant gratitude. Plant hope. And watch how your inner world begins to change. I have heard the prayers you prayed for change. But I also want you to notice the change already happening inside you. You are becoming stronger than you realize. You are becoming wiser than you know. You are becoming someone who can carry hope into places where others need it. Keep going. Do not stop here. The journey is still unfolding. If these words are renewing your strength today, type "My faith is renewed" as a declaration that your heart is choosing hope again. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every step forward matters. Continue watching until the end because there are still words of peace, healing, and encouragement that I want to speak into your life. Before we continue, I want to thank you for being part of this journey of faith and hope. These messages are created with love and dedication to encourage hearts that need comfort around the world. If these words have touched your life, strengthened your spirit, or reminded you that you are not alone, and if you feel happy with my words, you can support this ministry through the link given below. Your kindness helps continue spreading messages of faith, encouragement, and hope to people who may be silently praying for a reminder like this. Thank you for supporting this mission and helping share light with others. Now continue listening, because what I speak next is for the part of your heart that is ready to walk forward with new courage and deeper trust. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for courage to take the next step. The part of you that knows you must move forward, but still feels the weight of uncertainty. The part of you that believes, but sometimes wonders what the future will look like. The part of you that has prayed silently, asking me to show you the way. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the moments when you asked for direction. I have seen the moments when you felt stuck between where you were and where you wanted to be. I have seen the moments when you wanted to move forward, but fear reminded you of every disappointment behind you. And today, I want you to hear me clearly. Your past does not have permission to control your future. What happened yesterday does not have the power to stop what can grow tomorrow. The pain you experienced was a chapter. It was not your entire story. The disappointment you faced was a moment. It was not your identity. My child, I know there were seasons when you wondered if things would ever change. You looked at the same situation. You carried the same concern. You prayed the same prayer. And your heart asked, when will something be different? But while you were waiting for everything around you to change, I was also doing something within you. I was teaching you patience. I was building strength. I was growing wisdom. I was showing you that your peace does not have to depend on perfect circumstances. Because true peace is deeper than a situation. True faith is stronger than a feeling. True hope continues even when the path is not fully visible. Look at how far you have already walked. Remember the storms you thought you would never survive. Remember the nights when you wondered how you would face tomorrow. Remember the moments when your strength felt empty, yet you continued. You kept breathing. You kept walking. You kept believing. That is not weakness. That is courage. Sometimes courage looks like taking a small step when everything inside you feels uncertain. Sometimes courage looks like praying again after waiting. Sometimes courage looks like choosing kindness when life has been difficult. And I have seen all of those moments in you. Do not ignore the strength that has grown inside your heart. Do not only focus on what is unfinished. Look at what has already been transformed. You are not who you used to be. You have learned. You have grown. You have gained understanding. Your journey has created wisdom that comfort alone could never create. Nothing has been wasted. Not the waiting, not the tears, not the lessons, not the moments when you had to start again. Every part has been shaping you. Now I want you to release the fear of beginning again. Sometimes people stay in places they have outgrown because the unknown feels uncomfortable. They hold on to what is familiar even when it no longer brings peace. But growth requires movement. A seed cannot become a tree while remaining unchanged. A river cannot reach new places without continuing to flow. And your life continues moving forward too. Do not be afraid of the next step. You do not need to see the whole road today. You only need to trust the step in front of you. Walk with faith. Walk with wisdom. Walk knowing that you are not alone. There will be moments when the path feels unclear. There will be moments when questions remain. But uncertainty does not mean absence. I am still guiding you. I am still strengthening you. I am still working in ways you cannot always see. Trust the quiet work. Trust the hidden growth. Trust that every silent prayer has reached me. Today, choose to stop speaking defeat over your life. Stop saying, it is too late. Stop saying, nothing will change. Stop saying you are not enough. Your words shape the atmosphere of your heart. Speak with hope. Speak with faith. Speak with courage. Say, I am growing. I am learning. I am becoming stronger. I am moving forward. Let your heart hear words that bring life, because there is still purpose inside you. There are still gifts to share. There is still love to give. There are still people who will be encouraged because of what you have overcome. Your story is not only about what happened to you, it is also about what can happen through you. The lessons you learned can become guidance. The compassion you gained can become comfort. The hope you carried can become encouragement for someone else. Do not hide your light. The world needs hearts that understand struggle, but still choose love. The world needs people who have walked through storms and still believe in kindness. Be that light. Be that reminder. Be that example of faith continuing forward. And when you feel tired, remember that rest is part of the journey. You do not have to run every moment. You do not have to prove your worth through constant effort. You are already loved. You are already seen. You are already known. Allow peace to return. Allow your heart to breathe. Allow yourself to receive the same kindness you give to others, because you matter too. Your healing matters. Your peace matters. Your journey matters. So today, take the next step. Not because everything is easy, not because every question is answered, but because you trust that the story is still unfolding. There are pages ahead that you have not reached. There are moments ahead that will remind you why you kept believing. There are reasons ahead that your current season cannot reveal yet. Keep going, keep praying, keep trusting. If these words are giving courage back to your heart today, type I will move forward as a declaration that fear will not stop the journey prepared for you. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every step of faith matters. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of restoration, hope, and peace that I want to speak into your heart. Do not stop because the road feels long. Do not give up because the answer takes time. Your faith is growing. Your heart is becoming stronger. Your journey is still filled with purpose. I have seen every silent prayer. I have walked with you through every season, and I am still leading you forward. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been quietly asking for peace after everything you have walked through. The part of you that remembers the battles. The part of you that remembers the moments when you almost gave up. The part of you that still carries questions about why some roads were harder than you expected. I know those places inside you. I know the memories that sometimes return. I know the concerns you carry about tomorrow. I know the prayers you speak when nobody else is listening. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have heard every word that came from your heart. I have understood every moment when your emotions were too deep for words. And today, I want you to know this. Your peace can return. Your heart can heal. Your hope can rise again. The things that happen behind you do not have to control the road ahead of you. My child, you have spent many days being strong for others. You have encouraged people while needing encouragement. You have listened to others while your own heart wanted to be understood. You have carried responsibilities while quietly asking for strength, and I saw all of it. The world may not recognize every sacrifice. People may not notice every effort. But nothing done with a sincere heart is unseen by me. The kindness you gave mattered. The love you shared mattered. The patience you showed mattered. Even when nobody thanked you. Even when nobody understood. Even when nobody saw the full story. Do not become discouraged because people did not recognize every seed you planted. A seed does not stop growing because it is hidden underground. Important things often begin where nobody is watching. And some of the most important growth in your life happened in private. You learned how to trust. You learned how to continue. You learned how to stand again. You became stronger through moments that tried to weaken you. Never look at yourself as someone who only went through difficulty. Look at yourself as someone who grew through difficulty. There is a difference. Pain tried to change your heart, but love remained. Disappointment tried to remove your hope, but faith remained. Fear tried to stop your steps, but you continued walking. That matters. Your journey matters. Now I want you to release the fear that something is missing from your life. Sometimes you look at what has not happened yet and forget everything that has already been placed around you. You focus on the unanswered prayer and forget the strength that carried you while waiting. You focus on the closed door and forget the protection, wisdom, and lessons that came along the way. Today, open your eyes again. See the blessings already present. See the growth already happening. See the ways your heart has become different. Gratitude changes the way you walk. A grateful heart does not deny challenges. It simply remembers that challenges are not the whole story. There is still goodness. There is still beauty. There is still purpose. Do not allow one difficult season to define your entire life. Winter does not mean spring will never come. Night does not mean morning has disappeared. A storm does not mean the sky will never be clear again. Seasons change, and you are changing too. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming more prepared for the journey ahead. Trust the transformation. Trust the process. Trust the work happening inside your heart. Sometimes you ask me to change everything around you. But first, I strengthen what is within you. Because a strong heart can walk through changing seasons with peace. A strong heart can remain kind in an unkind world. A strong heart can continue believing even when answers take time. That is what has been growing inside you. Today I want you to stop fighting yourself. Stop criticizing every mistake. Stop replaying every moment you wish happened differently. Stop speaking to yourself with words you would never speak to someone you love. Learn, grow, change, but do it with grace. You are still becoming. Every person is on a journey. Every heart needs time. Every life has lessons. Do not demand instant perfection from yourself. Take the next step, then another, then another. Small, faithful steps create great journeys. The mountain is climbed one step at a time. The river reaches the ocean one movement at a time. The sunrise fills the sky one moment at a time. Keep moving. Do not stop because you cannot see everything ahead. Faith is not about seeing the entire road. Faith is trusting while walking. And as you walk, remember to bring hope to others. Someone around you needs encouragement. Someone around you is silently praying too. Someone around you feels unseen. Your kindness can become an answer in their difficult moment. Your words can bring comfort. Your compassion can remind them that they are not alone. Use what you have learned to bring light. Do not hide your story. Do not hide your heart. Do not hide the wisdom created through your experiences. Your life can help others in ways you may never fully know. Keep choosing love. Keep choosing forgiveness. Keep choosing patience. Not because it is always easy, but because these choices protect the beauty inside you. The world has enough anger. Bring peace. The world has enough fear. Bring hope. The world has enough pain. Bring kindness. Your presence matters. Your actions matter. Your prayers matter. And every silent prayer has reached me. If these words are bringing peace back into your heart today, type "My heart trusts you" as a declaration that your faith is stronger than your fears. Let those words remind your soul that your prayers have not been forgotten and your journey is still guided. Continue listening until the end, because there are still words of comfort, restoration, and strength that I want to place inside your life. Do not give up now. Do not let yesterday's pain silence tomorrow's hope. Do not believe that your story is finished because one chapter was difficult. There is still more ahead. There is still purpose ahead. There is still light ahead. I have seen every silent prayer. I have carried you through every storm, and I am still walking with you. Now listen closely, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been waiting for the courage to fully trust again. The part that still believes in me, but sometimes remembers the pain of waiting. The part that still prays but sometimes wonders why the journey has taken a different road than expected. The part that still hopes but quietly asks, will everything truly work together? I know those questions. I know every thought that moves through your heart before anyone else hears a word. I know the prayers you have whispered in the quiet places. I know the dreams you have carried for years. I know the moments when your faith was tested, but you still chose to hold on. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayers spoken while you were driving. I have seen the prayers whispered before sleeping. I have seen the prayers hidden behind a smile when everyone thought you were okay. And I want you to understand this today. Your faith in difficult seasons has not been unnoticed. Your patience in waiting has not been forgotten. Your hope during uncertainty has not been wasted. My child, sometimes you ask why certain things did not happen the way you imagined. You planned one road, but life moved another direction. You expected one answer, but the process looked different. You hoped for one timing, but the season required patience. And during those moments, confusion tried to enter your heart. But remember this, a changed path does not mean a ruined journey. A delayed moment does not mean an empty season. A difficult chapter does not mean the story cannot become beautiful. You see what is happening today. I see what is being formed through the entire journey. You see the waiting. I see the preparation. You see the struggle. I see the strength growing inside you. You see unanswered questions. I see wisdom being developed. Trust what you cannot yet understand. There are times when you look back and realize why certain things happened. There are times when something that once disappointed you later becomes something you are thankful for. There are times when a closed door becomes protection you could not recognize immediately. So do not allow one moment of confusion to remove your trust. Continue walking, continue believing, continue allowing your heart to grow, because growth is happening, even now, even here, even in this season. You may not see every change, but that does not mean change is absent. The roots of a tree grow where no one can see. The foundation of a house is built before the beauty above it appears. The deepest transformations often happen quietly, and I have been transforming you. I have been teaching you patience. I have been showing you what truly matters. I have been strengthening places inside you that once felt weak. Do not ignore your progress. You are not the same person who started this journey. You have learned. You have grown. You have become stronger. You have carried storms and still chosen kindness. You have faced disappointment and still chosen hope. You have walked through uncertainty and still chosen faith. That is powerful. That matters. Today, I want you to release the fear of the unknown. The future may not be fully visible to you, but it is not outside my care. You do not need every detail today. You do not need every answer today. You do not need to solve every tomorrow before it arrives. Take this step. Live this day. Receive this moment. Sometimes you miss the peace available now because your heart is trying to carry the weight of things that have not happened. Return to today. There is purpose here. There is something to learn here. There is something to appreciate here. Gratitude will help your heart see what worry tries to hide. Look around. Notice the simple blessings. Notice the strength you have gained. Notice the people you can love. Notice the opportunities you still have. Life is not only about reaching the next destination. It is also about who you become while walking there. Become someone who carries peace. Become someone who brings encouragement. Become someone who shows kindness, even when the world feels difficult. Because your life influences others more than you know. Someone is watching your strength. Someone is encouraged by your faith. Someone is reminded to keep going because you kept going. Never think your journey has no meaning. Every lesson can become wisdom. Every experience can become compassion. Every moment of growth can become something that helps another heart. Continue being a light. Continue planting good things. Continue choosing love. And when you feel tired, remember that you can rest. You do not have to prove your value through constant effort. You do not have to carry every burden alone. You do not have to pretend that everything is easy. Come to me with honesty. Come with your questions. Come with your hopes. Come with your heart exactly as it is. I already know you, and I still love you. Release the need to be perfect. Release the pressure to have everything figured out. Release the belief that one mistake can destroy your entire journey. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming. Give yourself the same patience you offer to others. Give yourself the same kindness you show to people around you. Your heart needs encouragement too. Speak life over yourself. Speak hope. Speak faith, because your words shape what grows inside you. Do not say you are finished. Say you are still growing. Do not say nothing will change. Say every season has purpose. Do not say you are alone. Remember that I have been with you through every step. Your silent prayers have reached me. Your quiet faith has been seen. Your journey is still unfolding. If these words are helping your heart trust again today, type, "I trust your way," as a declaration that your faith is greater than your uncertainty. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every moment of trust has meaning. Continue watching until the end, because there are still words of hope, restoration, and peace that I want to speak into your heart. Do not leave before receiving the encouragement prepared for this moment. Your story is not finished. Your prayers are not forgotten. Your heart is still being strengthened. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed, and I am still guiding you forward. Now listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been holding on through every season, every storm, and every unanswered question. The part of you that still whispers prayers when nobody hears. The part of you that still searches for hope when life feels uncertain. The part of you that still believes there is a purpose, even when the path is not completely clear. I know that place inside you. I know every hidden thought. I know every quiet moment. I know every time you looked toward heaven and wondered if your voice was reaching me. And today, I want you to remember. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have seen the prayers you prayed with confidence. I have seen the prayers you prayed with a shaking heart. I have seen the prayers that were only tears because words could not express what you were feeling. Not one moment was missed. Not one cry was forgotten. Not one step of faith was overlooked. My child, there were times when you thought you had to be strong enough to carry everything alone. You carried worries about tomorrow. You carried memories from yesterday. You carried responsibilities that became heavier than anyone realized. But I was there. I was there when you were searching for answers. I was there when you were trying to understand. I was there when you kept moving forward, even though your heart was tired. You were never walking by yourself. Even in the seasons when you felt unseen, I saw you. Even in the moments when you felt unheard, I heard you. Even in the times when you felt weak, I was strengthening you. Look back for a moment. Look at everything you have already overcome. Look at the storms that did not stop you. Look at the moments that challenged you, but could not destroy your faith. Look at the seasons when you thought you had no strength left, but somehow you continued. There is evidence of growth all around your story. Do not forget what you have survived. Do not forget the lessons you have learned. Do not forget the strength that has been created inside you. Sometimes you focus so much on the mountain ahead that you forget every mountain already behind you. You forget how many times a way appeared. You forget how many times your heart found peace again. You forget how many times you received strength for another day. Remember so your faith can rise again, because the same guidance that carried you before is still with you now. Your journey is not finished. Your story is still unfolding. There are chapters ahead that your current season cannot reveal. So do not let temporary struggles create permanent discouragement. A storm is not forever. A night is not forever. A difficult season is not forever. Seasons change. Hearts heal. New beginnings arrive. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep walking. Now I want you to release something you have carried too long. Release the belief that you are behind. Release the fear that you missed every opportunity. Release the thought that your prayers were somehow forgotten. Your life is not measured by someone else's timeline. Your purpose is not compared to another person's journey. You have your own path, your own lessons, your own growth. Walk it with peace. Someone else's progress does not mean you have failed. Someone else's blessing does not mean you have been overlooked. Comparison only steals the joy that belongs to today. Look at your own journey. Look at your own growth. Look at the person you are becoming. That matters. I have been shaping your heart in quiet ways. I have been teaching you patience. I have been helping you understand what truly matters. I have been showing you that love, kindness, and faith are treasures that cannot be taken away by circumstances. Protect those treasures. Protect the goodness inside you. Do not allow a painful season to make your heart cold. Do not allow disappointment to remove your compassion. Do not allow fear to close the doors of hope. You were created to bring light, and light is most powerful where darkness exists. Continue being kind. Continue forgiving. Continue choosing peace. Not because everyone understands you, not because everything is easy, but because you know who you are becoming. There are people who will be encouraged by the strength you carry. There are people who will be helped by the wisdom you gained. There are people who need the kindness that grew through your journey. Never believe your experiences have no meaning. The things you overcame can become encouragement for someone else. Your healing can bring hope. Your story can remind another heart that they can continue too. So keep planting seeds of goodness. Keep speaking words that build. Keep choosing actions that reflect love. Small things matter. A small prayer matters. A small step matters. A small act of kindness matters. The world often overlooks small beginnings, but beautiful things often start small. A tiny seed can become a tree. A small light can guide someone through darkness. A simple moment of encouragement can remain in someone's heart for years. Never underestimate what can happen through a willing heart. Today, choose to live with trust, not because you know every answer, not because everything is perfect, but because you understand that your journey is still being guided. When fear speaks, answer with faith. When doubt appears, remember how far you have come. When worry rises, return to peace. You do not need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. You do not need to solve every problem in one moment. Take one step. Breathe. Trust. Continue. Your prayers have been heard. Your tears have been seen. Your heart has been known. And there is still more ahead. There are still moments of joy waiting. There are still opportunities to grow. There are still reasons that will remind you why you continued. Do not give up before the next chapter begins. Do not close your heart before new hope arrives. Do not believe the story is over when I am still writing. If these words are strengthening your faith today, type, "I will never stop trusting," as a declaration that your hope is stronger than your fear. Let those words remind your soul that every silent prayer has been heard and every step of faith has been seen. Continue until the very end, because there is still one final message of peace, encouragement, and restoration that I want to place inside your heart. Do not miss what your soul needs to receive. You are seen. You are loved. Your journey has meaning. Your prayers have reached me, and I am still walking with you through every season. Now listen carefully until the very end, because these final words are for the deepest place inside your heart, the place where every silent prayer, every hidden tear, and every moment of faith has been held. I know the journey you have walked. I know the roads that were easy. I know the roads that tested your patience. I know the seasons when your heart was full of joy. And I know the seasons when you smiled for others while quietly asking for strength inside. Nothing was hidden from me. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was unseen. I have seen every silent prayer you have prayed. I have heard the words you spoke when nobody was near. I have heard the prayers you whispered in the middle of uncertainty. I have heard the prayers that came from a tired heart still choosing to believe. Every moment mattered. Every step mattered. Every time you continued when giving up felt easier. I saw your faith, my child. There were moments when you thought your story was moving too slowly. You looked around and wondered why some things had not changed. You wondered why certain doors closed. You wondered why certain answers required patience. But today, I want you to look deeper. You are not only waiting, you were growing. You were not only facing challenges, you were becoming stronger. You were not only walking through a season, you were being shaped through the journey. The person you are today carries wisdom that yesterday's version of you did not have. You learned lessons. You developed patience. You discovered strength that you did not know was inside you. Never look at your past only through the eyes of pain. Look at the growth that came from it. Look at the courage that was created. Look at the compassion that became deeper. Look at the faith that remained even after everything you faced. That is something beautiful. That is something powerful. Do not let your struggles convince you that you are weak. The fact that you are still standing shows that there is strength within you. The fact that you are still loving shows that bitterness did not win. The fact that you are still hoping shows that your heart has not surrendered to fear. Keep that hope alive. Protect it. Carry it forward, because your journey is still continuing. There are still chapters ahead. There are still moments you have not experienced. There are still reasons that will remind you why you kept walking. Do not close your heart because one season was difficult. Do not stop praying because one answer took longer than expected. Do not stop believing because the road looked different from what you planned. Sometimes the path you did not choose becomes the path where you grow the most. Sometimes the unexpected road teaches the greatest lessons. Sometimes the waiting season prepares the strongest heart. Trust the journey. Trust the process. Trust that even the pieces you cannot understand are still held. Now I want you to release the weight you have carried from yesterday. Release the regret. Release the fear. Release the thoughts that tell you nothing will ever change. Those thoughts are not the truth of your future. You are still becoming. You are still growing. You are still moving forward. A new morning does not carry yesterday's darkness. A new season does not have to repeat the old one. A new chapter can begin with a single step of faith. Take that step. Choose peace. Choose hope. Choose to believe that your life still has purpose. Because it does. Your kindness matters. Your love matters. Your presence matters. The things you do every day create more impact than you realize. The encouraging words you speak, the patience you show, the forgiveness you choose, the compassion you give. All of these things create light in the lives of others. Never think small acts of love are meaningless. A small flame can brighten a dark room. A small seed can become a great tree. A small moment of kindness can remain in someone's heart forever. Keep planting good seeds. Keep choosing what is right. Keep allowing your life to bring hope. There are people who need what you carry. There are people who need the wisdom that came from your journey. There are people who need to see that someone can walk through storms and still carry peace. Be that reminder. Be that light. Be that encouragement. And remember this, you do not need to be perfect to have purpose. You do not need to have every answer to move forward. You do not need to understand the whole road before taking the next step. Faith moves one step at a time, so walk today, trust today, love today. Tomorrow will bring its own steps, and when tomorrow arrives, you will not face it alone. I have been with you in every yesterday. I am with you in this moment. and I will continue guiding you through every tomorrow. Now take a moment and think about every prayer you once thought was forgotten. Think about every moment when you wondered if anyone understood. Think about every time you felt unseen. I was there. I saw your heart. I knew your thoughts. I understood your silence. You were never abandoned. You were never invisible. Your life has always mattered. So rise with a renewed heart. Walk with renewed faith. Carry peace into your home. Carry love into your relationships. Carry kindness into every place you enter. Do not allow the world to remove the goodness inside you. Do not allow fear to control the story ahead. Do not allow yesterday to steal the hope of tomorrow. Your prayers have been heard. Your tears have been seen. Your journey has been known. If this message has touched your heart and reminded you that every silent prayer has been heard, type Amen. My prayers are heard, as a declaration of faith and trust. Let those words remind your soul that you are never forgotten and your story is still being written. Thank you for staying until the end of this message. Do not only listen to these words today, carry them into your life. When worry appears, choose trust. When fear speaks, choose faith. When life feels heavy, remember that you are not carrying it alone. Before we finish, I want to thank every heart that supports this ministry of encouragement and hope. These messages are created with love and dedication to reach people around the world who may be silently praying, waiting for comfort, or searching for a reminder that they are not alone. If these words have blessed your life, strengthened your faith, or brought peace into your heart, and if you feel happy with my words, you can support this ministry through the link given below. Your kindness helps continue sharing messages of faith, hope, healing, and encouragement with those who need them most. Thank you for your prayers, your support, and for helping spread light into the lives of others. Now go forward with peace. Remember what I have spoken over your heart. You are seen, you are loved, you are guided. Every silent prayer has reached me. Every tear has been noticed. Every step of faith has mattered. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep loving. Your story is not finished. Your purpose is still alive. And I am still with you. Always.